I'm tired. We've had a busy, busy day. I was up at 4 o'clock like I was supposed to, and I got laundry done, and I got some computer work done, and my husband came and got me, and we went and got the car. We, car's making a weird noise. We got that taken care of, and came home, and I had discovered these rocks around my front porch. Come to find out, our little furry friend came out at 2 o'clock in the morning. My son went out there to get a breath of fresh air, and he saw the skunk take take off for a walk across the street, and he thought he'd take an opportunity and you know block the entrance. So he blocked all the way around the car or the porch, or at least most of it. So, but the problem was is when the skunk came back, it dug another hole on the opposite side. So now we have another big hole that we have to deal with. But my mother was kind enough. She found a whole bunch of awesome information about skunks, how to get rid of them, how to take care of the smell, the whole 9 yards. And so we did some shopping and bought some ammonia. And we're supposed to take some rags and put ammonia in there. And then at night when they're gone, you throw the ammonia in there, and it's supposed to make them not want to live down there. And then I told my son we're going to have to dig it all out and find out what the story is on the nest and fill it up as much as we can with dirt, and then we'll fill the rest up with cement, so that way it's not going to get back in there. That's the hope. Anyway, and so that was that. Oh, and then we went and saw a movie today. That was Stolen with Nicolas Cage. That's what I was trying to say. It's a good movie, very action packed and that kind of thing. The guy that he was, the guy who kidnapped his daughter was a psycho. Just so you know. And and I was kind of naughty. I had chicken strips, but what I also did is a couple of hints when you go into the movie theater, so you don't want to eat something you shouldn't. I had my celery, I had some dip, and I had some dried cereal that I'm allowed to have, and so I had those items to snack on, but I hadn't had any proper protein yet. So I bought some chicken. This particular theater actually sells chicken, so I had some chicken strips. So that was like awesome. And I'm getting ready to have something to eat here. It's some spaghetti, so the whole wheat noodles type of thing, and lots of sauce. I like lots of sauce on mine, and that's okay because it's all tomato, so goody for me. And it's just been crazy. I went next door to my next, over here, and told them what was going on with the skunk, and we ended up in quite the conversation because they got a family member who just came home from Iraq, well, last year, and he did have a lot of problems, to the point of which he got pretty ugly with me one day, and their family had to make him behave himself. And now my son, he was in the Marines, and he came home, and he's having to deal with similar issues, and so we're able to compare notes and talk to each other, and what's going on with you, that kind of thing. So it was kind of nice to be able to have somebody who's been there, done that with a family member who comes back. And you got to be very understanding with the military when they come back from their deployment and they don't want to talk about it. It's a very good reason. It's a very good reason. A lot of us won't be able to handle the truth, and so you just, if anything, just be there for them, and let them know that you care, and that's about all you really can do. So, and then our church sent us a book on dealing with death in the family or something like that, and it kind of surprised me because up until now they hadn't done anything. So I figured we're on our own here. So I thought that was kind of cool. So anyway, on the most part, my day was pretty good. Been pretty eventful. Got the car fixed. Went out to a movie. Took my son shopping. It's getting cold now, and all he has is a one little blanket to keep him warm, and so because he just got home, and we just it's like we throw his bedroom together and trying to find what we could for him, and so now that the weather's getting to the point where an extra blanket would be nice, type of thing, we I took him out shopping, and I says, go find some bedding that you would like for your bed. And he says, stuff is expensive. And I said, did I say you had a price limit? So, but he's being my son. He knows that mother does have a price limit, and I don't have to discuss it with him. And so he picked out a set that he really liked, and after we got home, we discovered there was no sheets with it. So I had to go back to the store and buy some sheets that would match the bedding. So, but it was nice. It was a nice set. And and we went grocery shopping, and it's 9 o'clock now, and I'm just now getting around to supper. So that tells you how my eating. And the last time I ate was at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the movie theater. So that's how long it's been since I've had a meal. And I got my iced tea, which is not no sugar in it. But and I had and we did good on the menu. Got some vegetables, and we're gonna have some burritos. But it's kind of turkey instead of beef, and you make your own refried beans, and you don't put oil in. I don't put oil in my beans, type of thing. And lots of veggies. And when I make the refried bean stuff, I put lots of peppers, lots of onion, lots and lots of veggies in there. So it's like awesomeness and cool. So that's pretty much been my day. Been thinking how some of the struggles that we have to take every day. You got to remember, if you just take one step at a time and work your way forward, constantly work forward. Sometimes the only reason why I look back is to see how far I've gone. I don't look back to see, well, I used to be able to do this, or I used to be able to do that. For me, it's more like I used to not be able to do this. I used to not be able to do that. Even in the skill of reading, I had a rollover accident. My head basically got crushed, and it caused an effect on my reading skills, communications, that kind of thing. And so walk, talk, read, write was all start over type of thing. And now I can read, not a lot, but I can read. It's a struggle, but things like that. You guys got to just think of what steps can I take to move forward, and what choices can I make to improve my situation. Just like eating, when you go to the movie theater, you don't have to have a big old bag of popcorn. Have a smaller bag of popcorn. My husband used to have these great, the big giant ones. I've talked him into the large, which is a step down from the gigantuan. And I think the theater we're at, they refer to that size as medium. The old theater that we used to go to, large, was these guys as medium. So, but anyway, it's just not as big. I usually get the small one. If I get popcorn, I get a small one or a baby one. What I refer to as a baby one. It's not a the bag is about this big. And I try to be prepared before we go to the movie to cut up some carrots and celery and whatever things that I think I want. If I want something sweet, I'll have some fruit, like grapes or something like that. There's times when I'm out busy, running around, racing around, and I am so hungry I could, yeah. And, and I just need like a quick protein or something like that. I'll go over to like King Soopers into the deli, and I'll buy a piece of chicken, like a chicken breast or something like that, and make sure it's baked, not the what do you call it, the fried or anything like that. You know, like the rotisserie kind. Peel off the skin, eat the meat, and half the time I don't finish that breast, that chicken breast. So um, sometimes I end up sharing it with my dog, and so those are just little tips. You know, just try to think. Okay, I want something sweet. Reach for a piece of fruit. You know, I want something crunchy. There's a lot of vegetables. You know, if I had one person tell me, well, I travel too much, and so it's hard to. I says, is there a grocery store where you're at? He says, yeah. Does it have a vegetable section? Yeah. Can you make a salad? You know, a tomato, some lettuce. Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. It has some nuts, some raisins. Basically, if you just picked it and eat it, that's the best way to go. And just think about those little changes that you can make in your life, because that will really, really make a difference in the long run. Like Shay was saying that one day, it's the 1% changes that you make grow to be something to improve what you have. So good luck on those changes. I hope you all doing well. Good night.